Welcome to Camtrack. Right now you're looking at the main screen. In this tutorial, I'm just going to give you a general overview. I'm not going to go through every page or go through all the features or sophisticated tools that Camtrack has. I'm really just going to tell you how it works. If you need more information for each specific page, you should click on that page and then click on the Help button in the top right-hand corner. That will take you to a detailed page-specific section of our website that explains how to best use that page. To get more general support, click on the support button, which will take you to www.keel.com/support, where you can access our chat room, you can access our FAQ, and you can see the support screens that I was mentioning. Camtrack has a contact-based design, and by that I mean any changes you make to a record will usually be record-specific, or it will affect how that record interacts with other parts of Camtrack. For that reason, most of the time when you come to Camtrack, the first page you'll go to is Locate Contact. And here you can find that specific contact you want to work on by this criteria. You can also change the way that criteria is used over here, either the first part contains or exact. For instance, if I typed in THOM, I would get all the Thomases, all the first name Thomases, if I had a first part or contains. But if I go to exact, I'm obviously not going to get any of the Thomases. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to take you to a specific record by searching by the contact ID. So this is the contact page where you can edit the information about the record that you're working on. It will either be an individual pack or entity. You can alter address information, name information, phone number, email, spouse, employer occupation, stuff like that. I guess the most important thing to point out here is that you can do address validation, which is connected to the electronic file provided by the United States Postal Service. But importantly, up here is where you would input a contribution, input an expenditure, input or associate them with a list or an event. So say I want to put in a contribution right now. I'm going to say I gave $50 on 12/14. Okay, that contribution is now going to populate here. I didn't specify an event. I didn't say it was in kind. I didn't do anything. But by default, a thank you letter is required. You can change that. You can change the thank you information. You can look at how that thank you letter will be previewed. And you generate these thank you letters in envelopes on a separate page that I won't go into. But it's just the thank you section on the main screen. Say I want to enter another contribution like that. I'm going to keep the same date range there. It's fairly simple. The expenditures page is very much the same. I'm not going to go into that. One page I want to talk a little bit about is the advanced search screen. It doesn't really get the attention it deserves, in my opinion. It's a somewhat of an intimidating screen. A lot of our users don't use it as much as I think that they could. Here you can specify and parse through all of your records to get very specific information. Say you need to know all the people who gave X amount of money in X date range, or whatever. You can pull that information down, export into a spreadsheet. You know, it can be important if you're about to go to a fundraising event or whatever, really. Another important page that I think you're going to use a lot, that all of our users use a lot, is the deposits page. Here you can see the two contributions I just entered. By default, it's showing you the most recent deposit. I can click here to see all my deposits. I can change that date here. I can print that deposit report here, which is very useful for Quicken or QuickBooks, stuff like that. Really, the last page I want to talk about is the ethics report page. This is very important for compliance. If you're not the compliance person for your organization, or if your organization is a fundraising entity and doesn't have to do any compliance, this isn't going to be as important to you. But this is where you can directly file with the FEC, make your TEC file upload that you can export and then upload it yourself, stuff like that. So all these other pages are very useful. I'm not going to go into them because, again, most of them are fairly user-friendly, fairly self-explanatory, and you can click on the Help button on all of these pages and get more information. But thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, email me. Go to our About page. You can see our contact information. Go to our chat room. Visit our support page. Thank you.